Boss, firstly, can we just get your evaluation of what happened? A very eventful night at Fir Park. What's your take looking back on that match?
Well, it's disappointed. Obviously, we lost the game. To go there and score 3 goals and not get anything out of the game is bitterly disappointing. I thought first half we played really well, and when the goal line up, it could have been 2. And then, again, basic individual errors have caused us goals. And once we conceded the first goal, we got very edgy and nervous again, which shouldn't happen because we played so well for a previous 45 minutes, and 1 minute's lapse of concentration shouldn't really dictate how the rest of the game should go. But that seems to be our problem at the moment. When we concede a goal, we get very, very edgy and very nervous and go away from what's the game plan is and what stood as well previously to that. So obviously we've done a lot of work in relation to defending and the shape of the team, and I don't think there's too much wrong with that, but individually we need to be better than we are.
Indecision perhaps ultimately proved to be our downfall. How can we get that decisiveness into our game defensively?
I think when you're the defender, particularly in the position we're in, it's about clearing your lines and being a good defender. It's not about being a clever one. We're a little bit short of confidence at the moment, so when you're in them positions, you put your boot through the ball or your head through it and think about it later on. We're thinking before we defend instead of just defending first and having to think about it later on. But it is a problem for us at the moment that we need to eradicate quickly. It's like I said, it's not the one individual all the time. It's being shared around at the moment, which is disappointing.
To what extent do you feel that continuity is the key to a successful defence? Because through suspensions and injuries and whatever, you've obviously rotated the back four quite a few times. Yeah,
we need to get the team, a bit of continuity within the team. I think not just the back four, but the whole team needs to be a bit more solidified and make sure they they develop an understanding with each other. I suppose that's really important. Way things have changed, like you say, with suspensions and a couple of injuries, we haven't been able to do that, but hopefully we'll be able to put that behind us and get the back four playing together regularly.
What's been your initial verdict on the contribution of Hodegate Claros? Because I presume it would have been a difficult jump for him to come into the hurly-burly of breakneck speed of Scottish football. Do you feel that it's going to take him a wee while to adjust?
Yeah, of course it will. He's not used to that tempo of the game that we have here, and I thought he's done okay in both games. He hasn't said a word on fire, but he's a good player, and he will be a big addition to us between now and the end of the season. So, but he needs a little bit of time to settle in as well.
Do you feel it is sometimes a difficult task of managing people's expectation levels because of the hype that came with him? Obviously, Honduras international, having been on that trial with Rangers, expectations went through the roof, and obviously he hadn't played a competitive match for quite a while.
Yeah, I think the supporters are looking for something to grasp onto at the moment, so you can understand that a little bit, and that's I have no problem with that at all. And without putting that too much pressure on the player neither, we got to just, like you say, manage him properly. And he's played a couple of games now, and he probably has a little idea of the tempo of the league and how it's played, so that will stand him in good stead going forward. But we need to be careful of him as well and make sure that we get the best out of him over the period of the rest of the season.